Welcome back to Superman and Lois TV Talk. This is our podcast for Season 3, Episodes 6 through 13 of Sound Mind, Forever and Always, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, The Dress, Collision Course, Complications, Injustice, and What Kills You Only Makes You Stronger and a Little Taller. Even when I'm lonely, I've got Bizarro.
Who dropped the ball?
All of these hits and more on Time Life's Superman and Lois Season 3 collection.
Al Jackson presents all the hits you missed from Season 3 of Superman and Lois.
I don't know, it's like mid-July, and I'm like, did you guys cover any of these? Because I didn't. I thought you guys were supposed to get together.
I
thought we were still on hiatus. Are we sure there was more episodes?
Didn't we get
I thought
canceled?
the AIs were supposed to take care of it.
Somebody told me we got canceled, and I
thought they canceled everything on the CW, and now it's just the Jesus Show and a bunch of other stuff.
I thought the Superman was the Jesus show.
Different Jesus.
All right, well, that's a good place to start. Guys, we lost most of the cast. Where did they go? They're gone.
Guys, cast go boom.
They've all spun off.
Skewed off, if you please.
Skewed off. They took a 3-hour tour, and we're going to follow the Castaways next season.
They jumped off the train.
We're going to follow the Castaways, or we're going to follow the cast away?
Right.
On the Strangers Island.
Well, yeah, if you've been living in the dark, we've lost. They basically brought back Superman and Lois for Season 4, but only the Kents and Cudlets is coming back.
For 10 episodes, Season 4, but nobody regular, at least. Now, whether or not they do guest spots or something to tie up loose ends, we don't know. But a few of them have sounded like, nope, we're done.
I sincerely hope that we get some, some resolution on, the Cushings and the Ironses. And, I hope we get some appearances from them.
I'm sure we'll at least hear in dialogue, but how do you still continue this show in Smallville when the entire supporting cast, save for Sam Lane, presumably, lived in Smallville?
Mm-hmm.
So do we get the true Superman show in Metropolis with a Season 4? With Clark and Lois versus Lex?
I wouldn't mind that. I'd be okay with that.
I don't know.
That'd be fun.
I mean, it's not called Smallville. It's called Superman and Lois. What does it matter where they are?
Superman and Lois are moving back to the city.
But I'm back at the planet. Get Mary back.
There should be a show called Smallville, though. That's like sitting on a gold mine right there.
Guys, when's Kara gonna show up?
No.
She was in that movie.
We'll talk about that movie too?
No.
Like that Kara from that movie.
You know that was Kara.
Speaking of movies,
yeah,
we also have a new Superman and Lois.
That's not for another 2 years. We don't even have to worry about that.
Who said we're worried about it?
That's somebody else's problem. You don't have to worry about that future, Frank and Robin and Derek. That's not
okay. All right.
We can talk about it. I'm glad.
I'm just happy to see that we got another movie coming.
This guy's thinking fourth dimensionally.
I have a real problem with that. I'm glad. I was super excited to hear about Cornswet.
Corn Sweat.
It's not Corn Sweat. Stop calling it
Corn.
Sweaty corn.
Corn Sweat.
When he got cast, I specifically did research to figure out on how to pronounce the name.
Corn is wet.
Cornswet. I think it's Cornswet. It's not Corn Sweat, Robin. I know that much.
Corinne says what?
Yeah. Maze Perspiration. David Maze Perspiration, I believe is his name.
Maisels. I think he's thinking Maisel is what you're thinking.
I wasn't as happy with that, though. I wanted...
With Rachel Brosnahan?
Yeah, I wasn't as happy with her.
Who did you want?
I wanted... not Emma... Was it Emma Mackey? Was that the one? There was 3. I can't remember now. The heat has got...
That name sounds like a stutter.
Oh, yeah. It's
Emma
like
Mackey.
190 degrees? Is that right, in Mississippi?
It's 98 degrees in this room, and that is not a... that is not any
90s
kind
pop.
exaggeration. The needle broke off the thermostat. So it's rather warm. In this
Nick
room.
Lachey is guesting on the podcast.
Lachey.
I
Wow.
believe
Nick
it's
Lachey, huh?
Isn't it Lachey? Nick Lachey?
Lachey. That just happened.
Robin, you're
All right.
showing your age there.
Nick Cornsweat.
Yeah.
It's not Corn Sweat. It's
Rachel
Hochland.
Brosnan.
Not Hecklin, it's Hochland.
Oh God, don't start that again.
Hochland.
Don't start that again.
That sounds like a cop that's going a little bit too far over the edge.
No, I'm
Hochland, get in my office.
Hochland. Turn in your badges and your windbreakers. No, I'm super excited for casting for a new movie. We've got a new animated series, which I was cool about, but actually really enjoyed. I don't want to spoil anything for Frank because he has not watched the first 2 episodes yet, but they did some stuff that hasn't really been done before, and there was a couple of times I was like, why didn't I think of that? Can I spoil one thing, Frank?
All right. Yeah, I'll allow it.
So the ship, Clark's ship, is buried in like a corn sweat field. In a cornfield. In corn sweat. In a cornfield.
That's what you have right now.
Farm. Yeah. No kidding. I'm gonna black out
Sorry.
here. But like the fortress is like digital and inside the ship. So, but like it's made to kind of look like the fortress, but instead of ice crystals, it's like digital.
That's so smart.
It's neat. I liked it. I kind of liked it. Although Jor-El looking like Orin or something. Odin, yeah.
Odin.
So
interesting.
So the fortress is in the ship that's underground, but it's digital. So is it digital underground?
Well, I don't know. The structure itself, interior, was digital, but I don't know. I just thought it was very interesting. I also liked the idea that they tried to open it when he was a kid, and it scared him, and he shunned it away. And didn't touch it again until he was an adult. He was like, I don't want anything to do with this.
That's cool.
Yeah. Instead of, I want to know who I am and, all this. It scared him, and he was like, I don't want anything to do with this. Bury it. Bury the boy.
Bury the boy.
Yeah.
Bury
I sold it to my 9-year-old as Superman anime because she loves anime.
Well, see, I just can't get into anime. Never have been able to.
No.
So very trepidatious about it. But after about 4 minutes, I stopped. Or how I learned to stop worrying about the bomb and
embrace the anime
from it. I really like Jack Quaid as
Boimler is playing is playing Superman. I'm trying to catch up on Lower Decks, so that was a kind of a jarring thing for me.
I liked that. That meme that was going around a few years ago that was like Clark at dinner. And the waiter's like, super salad, sir. And he's like, super salad? I'll just have a regular salad. No super salad for this guy. Like overly do it. Just a regular salad for a regular
guy.
And that's kind of how he plays it. Like, just a regular guy having a regular day.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm so into this.
I'm excited to see what they have in store, but I really, I thought the villain choice was a little odd. Not to spoil Frank, but I'm kind of tired of using other people's villains as villains.
Right. Yeah,
but
Sinestro living in Smallville. I just didn't understand how
right out of the gate was odd.
Just the coach. He's playing the coach. What is this?
You're telling me you don't use Reverse Flash in the Flash movie, but you're going to use him on My Adventures with Superman? Just an odd choice.
And also, I don't know where Kara is on this show. She has not shown up.
You're very worried about Kara in all aspects.
Kara needs to be there.
Media.
And Kara.
She was one of the best parts of that movie, though. I will say that.
She was, yeah.
Keaton, the best part, but
yes.
But we don't have to talk about all that because we have 7 episodes.
Right.
Woo.
So I think
we're
10 go line by line. So
what do we do? Like 5-minute egg timer, and every time the bell rings, we got to stop no matter what. Like, how does this work?
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking like reading the title, I'd read the description, and then I have a couple of notes here and there.
I remember that. Well, the good thing is about this season, and I don't mean this as a dig at all, but versus kind of what took place in season 1, season 2, it was all kind of just one interwoven story. There was a few B-plot things that really didn't carry over from episode to episode, but more often than not, it was just kind of one. I mean, the Lois thing tied into the Bruno thing, and Clark's story tied into Lois's story, and I mean, I mean, you can kind of just weave the whole thing together from the get-go.
And that's a really good season. Like that's the DNA of a really, really solid season.
I got worried going past probably what we had already talked about, getting past maybe episodes 4 and 5, and I was like, I don't know that we'll get there. I don't know.
Yeah,
they stuck the landing.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, I mean, really, they wrapped everything up at episode 11, and then 12 and 13 were just like, here's a whole
log.
Here's a mini movie to get you season 4. Had they, but I will say this: everybody's like, "Oh my god, if that had been the end, if they had canceled it, I don't know what I would have done." I'm not saying that I'm not happy with the season 4. I hate we're losing so many of our characters, including our more diverse cast members. But I wouldn't have hated that being the last shot. I mean, that was the never-ending battle. Like it was just another here you go. You know, it's his next thing. Like
I will make a reference to something maybe only Derek will catch on to, but it was very much let's go to work.
Yes.
I
would have been happy with that. Let's go to work. And yeah, okay, sorry, Frank.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I'm glad we're getting a 4th season because I think I would have been no, and I know you are too. I'm not saying you're not, but I think I would have been unsatisfied with that as an ending. I would have been like, come on, I wanted to see what happened, especially knowing that it was because of a cancellation, right? But yeah, I don't know. I'm really glad we're getting season 4 because that would have left me too much on the edge of my seat. Yeah.
But like that whole final 10 minutes. Oof. I mean, a moon battle with Doomsday? Where do you Bizarro?
Yeah, man. Like that was
I was close. How far back
were close?
How far back did I call what was going to happen? Like,
did you say moon battle?
It's a moon battle.
But you said that.
Oh, you said. Wait, what did he say? Sorry.
You said that Lex would turn into Doomsday.
I thought that because once we found out there was going to be a meteor shower, what the hell was that? I saw like 2. Why was the episode based around a meteor shower?
There was more to do with a random tornado than the meteor shower.
It came out of nowhere. I was like, oh, there's a tornado.
Like, it's a meteor shower coming to Smallville. I wonder what's going to happen here.
It was a lot better in their heads.
I guess. But it's like 2 passed, and I was like, that was it? Why are we doing this?
Are those technically meteors? Are those what is that?
I thought a meteor was going to crash into Lex and Bizarro and fuse them into one, and I thought maybe that's what with a jacked Lex.
Yeah,
to turn into Doomsday together.
All right, I'd like to do the 5-minute timer for each episode.
But it is kind of nice that we started out season 2 thinking that was Doomsday. It ended up being Bizarro, and then it ended up being Bizarro turning into Doomsday. It subverted us yet again. But
I mean, yeah. All right,
hit it, Robin.
Okay. I'm going to read the title and the description, and I'm going to hit the timer, okay? Of Sound Mind, Clark finds himself in uncharted territory, and Lois bonds with a new friend. Meanwhile, Superman pays Bruno Mannheim a visit. Here we go. Timer on.
Okay. Oh, he did it. I can confirm I'm seeing it.
Yeah. So, my first note here is just getting back in the season after like being on hiatus from the show for weeks and weeks and being like, okay, I got to catch up. Sure. The support group for spouses, like every episode, for episodes, so many episodes, it starts basically with, and we're checking on Lois and the cancer. And I got to say, as much as I'm behind them showing this on TV and all that, it's kind of a bummer. And I know a lot of people that probably just jumped off. I mean, I know some people literally that have just been like, oh man, it's the Lois Has Cancer show. I don't want to watch this anymore.
Well, it's not even that the Lois Has Cancer show. It's here's another kick to Lois. I mean, how many times can we?
Yeah.
She just kept getting more and more weight piled on.
Yeah, I mean, every season she lost a child. The other daughter from the Earth came. Like, it's been one thing after another, and I don't want to say it's not knowing how to write Lois, but I think it's not writing Lois correctly. Not so much the tone of her voice or anything like that, but just writing the circumstances around her. Like, I enjoyed the fact that she had her own villains this season, and one of them was cancer. But I thought the double mastectomy was extreme, and putting her through the ringer there, and I like every turn, just another slight against Lois, and that really this show has been doing for 3 seasons. So I'm like, can we not pile on Lois for once?
And they take the cancer storyline. This is the episode I was like, okay, so this is the episode where now Clark is in denial about things. And, it's all about the end of life paperwork and yada, yada. And it seems that every episode there's some character reacting to Lois's cancer and then comes through about it later on in the episode. I'm just like, I feel like I could see them posting index cards to a board being like, and this episode Clark's going to have the problem, and in this episode Jordan's going to have the problem, and Kyle's going to have a problem somewhere down the line. So I don't know, it just kind of.
And how do you have Lois going through all this and not bring Lucy back once either?
Honestly, that's been one of my biggest questions the entire season, is how have we not even heard a voicemail from Lucy? Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
there was like one reference to her.
One.
Other question I have for you guys: what would you rather play, Zombie Cat Chasers or Demon Kennel 666?
Both.
Big question.
Both is good.
Both is good.
Also, we find out in this episode that Bruno's wife's first name is Pia, and I was like, "Oh, come on,
Onomatopoeia."
Please,
I was thinking,
Onomata was my father. Call me Pia.
I was like,
onomatopoeia.
Have they been using that name this entire season, and they're just like, okay, we'll drop it here. We'll actually give her a name, and then everybody's going to jump on it. Like,
we're never actually going to name the villain. So what if? We started calling her Pia. I was like, as an onomatopoeia?
Yeah.
Of the onomata Pias?
Oh, of the suicide slum Pias.
Ah, yes.
I also note that in episode 6, Kyle asks Chrissy Marie Beppo to be his girlfriend. Episode 6.
There's a lot of shagging going on this season.
Well, Derek, in German, the German word for 6 is sex.
Oh.
So what?
6
All right, you guys got anything else of sound mind?
I got 50 seconds left on the clock, sir.
Yeah, it's about to run out.
A whole lot of shagging going on.
Sophie runs away in this episode. Anything about Sophie?
I thought it was funny that they kept talking about the casket and no mention of Sophie whatsoever. She's going to be the only one back.
No, I did like the tongue in cheek. Like no one rememers Sophie's around.
Nobody remembers Sophie.
Like, nobody ever remembers me. It's like, you damn right. No, we don't.
Damn right.
It's not that the show doesn't remember you, sweetheart. We remember.
Right.
Malinger's like, who?
Who? Oh, we introduced another kid. I wonder how much they shot themselves in the foot later in season 1. Like, we should have just had Sarah.
For sure, she should have been an only child.
Her to the actress playing her whatsoever. It was like,
don't talk about that episode anymore.
She's with her grandparents and every other.
She literally got lost and nobody noticed.
Yeah.
All right, the next episode is called Forever and Always. Lois and Clark dig deeper on Bruno Mannheim, starting with his connections to Hobbs Bay Medical Center, while Jonathan and Jordan panic at home over Lois's dire diagnosis. So yeah, this is the episode where now Jordan and Jonathan are having a problem.
Everybody gets their own episode and how they're dealing with Lois.
Yeah.
Also, I don't like the Hobbs Bay thing. Let's just keep it with suicide slums.
Is Hobbs Bay? I thought it was just the name of the medical center.
Slums Med is a far better name for a hospital.
Oh, never going there.
Would go on WebMD and sort by lowest rated to highest, and that's
Something else stuck out to me in this
people
episode.
need business.
Sarah finds Beppo's gummies.
Yes.
Yep.
And finds her respect for Beppo in the process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what bonded them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're cool.
The whole time.
Like, oh, you can hang. All right.
Then by the point we got to the pregnancy reveal at the end of the season, I was like, well, okay.
Yeah.
Jeez, okay.
Sarah's like, what are you doing with all them gummies?
What I thought was going to be funnier was going to be like, and Lotta's pregnant too. Okay, well then.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, we get the Bruno Mannheim flashback. We find out about they work for Moxie, and then we find out that this is where it's seeded that Lex Luthor is in jail for a crime he didn't commit.
For 17 years. Has a daughter, which didn't ever come into play.
Next season.
That actress better show up, or we're going to call him out on that. One picture they show of her.
Well, she was a kid 17 years later, so she'll be a totally different.
She'll be the crime boss next season.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are you guys familiar? Well, Robin, you must be familiar with Moxie, the New England soda.
Yeah. Because
that's all I can think about every time they said Moxie.
Got a lot of Moxie.
Yeah.
I figured it was a comics thing.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it just, I don't know. Maybe it's the I've lived in Boston for 10 years thing that, Boston metro area for 10 years thing. Oh
my God, this made me so mad. And I don't even know why they put this in the script, but I texted this to you guys while I was, binging, right? Jonathan says, hope doesn't cure cancer. And then the Kryptonian tech, we find out the Kryptonian tech, Clark says, if we use it to help your mom, it wouldn't be fair to not use it to help anyone else. And sharing Kryptonian technology here, the risk to the greater good is much too high. I'm sorry. You've got the cure for cancer, and you're not going to share it with the world?
Allegedly, they don't know they have the cure for cancer.
It's
but
like, even if we did have it,
they don't not have the cure for cancer.
Why even put that in the script, guys?
Honestly,
why?
I agree with you. I think it would. I appreciate the desire to. We gotta address it, right? We gotta address it. But I appreciate the thought about that. But I think they'd be better off not. I think it's better not addressed.
I was waiting for Lois to get the miracle cure somewhere at the end of it, and I was like, oh man, it's going to be so cringeworthy because, people who survive cancer, and obviously people who are friends and family of cancer victims, would be super pissed if it'd be like, oh yeah, you introduced all the terrible things about cancer and all the treatments, and we go through it, and Lois gets cured in the end.
Here's what I appreciate about it. There is something in the tradition of Superman, like in the 40s, they made a conscious effort never to show him winning the war or whatever, right? Because that would be unfair to the troops reading the books, or the families of the troops reading the books. And I kind of appreciate that same sensibility being here of we're not going to have this thing of and Superman cured cancer, on to the next story. That would just suck.
For sure. But yeah, my only gripe is that it's even introduced as we could, but the greater good, and would it be fair?
I'm with you. With you. I wish they hadn't talked about it, honestly.
Krypton could have paid Lois's student loans, but it just would not be fair to the people who've paid the student loans already.
On the nose.
Anything else about this episode? I swear there was something else. I'm trying to remember.
Moxie.
Oh, we find out Mateo is Bruno's kid at the end.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, sure.
We never saw that coming.
No. I know. Because it rains in your bedroom, everything is wrong. It rains when you're here, and it rains when you're gone. I was there when you said forever and always. Huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't it episode 3 or 4 when they went to that party, and I was like, okay, he's Mateo's.
Yeah,
Is
Bruno's
that
son, yeah.
racist to go ahead and call that? I don't.
I hate that. I hate that you're right. You're right about that. I hate
like,
that.
It was like he just stuck around on him far too long. Natalie left that party, and then we went back to him on like a lingering shot. And if we had left him behind, that would have been the end of him. But they cut back to him, and I was like, well, he's gonna end up being a Mannheim. Mateo Mannheim, by the way. Really? Do you hate your child?
Yes, he's a villain. That's what villains do.
I'm so evil. I even hate my kids. Okay, next episode. Guess who's coming to dinner? After learning about Bruno and Pia.
Speaking of slightly racist, it's like that's the episode.
Yeah, right.
Title. Like,
Clark works to reignite Lois's interest in taking Bruno down. Elsewhere, Natalie meets Mateo's parents with disastrous consequences.
Yeah, I'd call that a disastrous consequence by the time John Henry walked in and everything hit the fan. Like, they didn't even care. They're like, okay, murder him here right in front of everyone.
they went straight for Capulets and
Montagues.
Yeah.
So fast. I thought, could we not have a very tense dinner scene first? Please sit down and join us and like have the 10 minutes before guns blazed. Like, we didn't even waste time. He walked in, and Mannheim was ready to wrap that napkin around his fist and go to town on
right then and there
on the boy. Jeez.
My biggest gripe with this episode, and I hate to talk about gripes, but they jump to the forefront. Sarah's never heard of The Cure. I mean, I thought she was like a cool kid.
She does always have her earbuds in, right? It does seem like she would know The Cure.
Ever heard of The Cure? And they reference Just Like Heaven in the episode, and they never play it. They play Love Song a couple times.
Maybe it wouldn't be fair if they got The Cure because of Krypton and stuff, and so
it wouldn't be fair to play The Cure.
I also thought, what a band name reference to be dropping in this.
Wait, but what was the song they played over the montage? Now I forget.
I thought it was Love Song.
Was it Love Song? Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, it would be.
Superboys Don't Cry.
Yeah, I was really afraid there for a minute that Chrissy and Lana were going to go to the concert together, and I was like, I'm not on board with the direction.
Yeah.
At all.
But yeah, this is the episode where now Lois is again not interested in reporting and has to be talked into reporting yet again. It's mainly because she's now emotionally involved with Pia. You know, she can't see torturing this family anymore. This family, Bruno has tortured many people. You know.
I just feel like we jumped back and forth a lot. We don't need to be. We need to stop. Oh, we have to go get all this. Oh, you're too sick to do this. Oh, we need to find out what that. Okay.
Yeah.
I was glad we finally got to see Clark Kent reporting and doing some interviewing.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was in the last episode. Yeah. Yeah, he gets to go in there as Clark Kent and interview Bruno.
Which is always funny to see, especially when you've already seen him be Superman against Ellen and have to play Lex and then have to play Clark against Ellen.
Even weirder if he had to play Lex, honestly.
Far.
Yeah.
This show subverts you. I think he's been Clark all season, but really.
Tantalizingly, which leads on to some greater developments. This got me excited when Kyle starts going, hey, why is there this? I'm constantly finding ice at these rescue scenes. What's happening? Yeah. It's not Superman.
It must be one of them Kent boys.
Yeah. Kyle's got a whole wall of weird up in the firehouse. No.
No.
Let's see. Oh yes, we need to do something with these characters. Let's put them together and have them talk. The scene where Sam is talking Lana into getting back into dating again.
No, I'm sorry. I said Chrissy. I was afraid that's where they were going.
Oh, Sam was going to go?
I was afraid Sam and Lana were going to the concert. Because it was kind of the same feel as Kyle and Chrissy in the kitchen earlier in the season.
Oh, okay.
I was kind of like, they're not really going to have them hook up. Oh, they are. Okay, they hooked up.
All right.
Thinking, is Lana going to hook up with That's weird.
It's going to be like Sam with that volume up meme and him screaming to freaking pictures of you. I've been looking so long.
This is what I've been missing my whole life. Music.
All right. Well, I mean, I think we've pretty much covered most of that.
With 20
we're about to run out
seconds
of
to
time.
spare.
No.
Yeah. I will take my additional time to say that
to the man from Vermont.
yeah. That they sure did tease that Bruno's doing experiments, turning people into super beings, and then running them until they die. I thought that's what we're going to do with Lois.
I kept thinking, why are we setting all this up with him and cancer patients and everything, and that it was going to end up offering Lois offering
not even an offer. Like I can see her not taking it.
Direction, yeah, it never even went that direction. Well,
So.
it would be wrong to have her have the cure.
Yeah, that'd be wrong.
That would be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we
Can you
go.
imagine if it was bowling for soup?
Oh,
The next episode's called The Dress. Superman and
you guys want to go see Fish?
Superman and John Henry.
The big question of this episode was: is it blue or gold?
Superman and John Henry clash over what color the dress is now. How to handle Bruno Mannheim while Lois worries over upcoming treatments and confides in Lana about her early courtship with Clark. So we get some
Green
Clark and
Needle.
Lois. The business name Bazoombas is introduced in this episode.
What?
I gotta say
Bazoombas,
though, I
guys.
loved the way it was introduced. I love the context in which it was introduced, and the way it was used as like a way to lighten the mood.
I like that. This never occurred to Clark. That's why.
I do love that too. Yes,
Oh, the chicken place.
the
Nobody
chicken
goes.
place.
Nobody goes.
Nobody goes there for the chicken.
I just got it. You just got it.
Super intelligence, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Are the Big Belly Burgers always located next to the Bazoombas, or are they an exclusive deal, territory deal, land deal?
Wait.
or-
If people like the Bazoombas because of that, then do people like Big Belly Burger because of the big belly? I don't.
In many ways, sir, the Big Belly never left.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I want to
Okay.
say this, as much an issue as I have with I don't know. I don't want to talk wrong about this as a dude. I know. I just mean I don't feel like I get to have an opinion on whether or not Lois had to have a mastectomy or not. I mean, obviously she did. I felt like not giving her the option for reconstruction was weird. I don't know. There was
I wasn't even
in an
thinking about
episode
that,
of very weird choices. I thought that the dress, the flashbacks with the planet, and the dress storyline and all that was handled somewhat nicely. Lana wanted to go talk to Lois for Clark. I don't know. The end result was good, but I thought the maze getting to the end result was a little.
Okay.
Again, I feel like if I say the wrong thing, I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I don't know what the right thing to say is. I felt odd watching it.
Okay.
And even to the standpoint of, here's what I would have done, but then I also feel like, well, I shouldn't have an opinion on what I would have done.
Right, because you don't really know. Right, none of us knows what we would have done.
No, well, not even as if I were involved in the story. I'm just talking about from a writing standpoint.
I see. Yeah. Well,
I feel not giving her the option was a little tacky.
Okay.
For reconstruction, I'm not quite understanding.
Breast
You can-
reconstruction after the mastectomy.
Oh, okay.
I thought that because that's something that most women that have a mastectomy or double mastectomy is an option offered,
Mhm.
and it was just something that was completely left on the table. I felt like when it came to this,
I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
they must have had a reason to handle it that way.
Like they clued us in on what that reasoning was well enough.
They made a brief mention of it earlier, maybe an episode or two back.
Did they?
I think they made a brief passing mention of it, but I don't remember what I'm guessing that was what they thought was sort of their addressing of it as an issue, but I
maybe so. And I don't want to say I feel like she should have had one or anything like that. Like
sure,
that,
no, I understand
that person's choice or non-choice or whatever, but I thought it was odd that it was not
it wasn't talked about more.
it wasn't a plot point one way
Right.
or the other.
I get that.
If we're gonna go to the whole thing of her having the double mastectomy and then coming out of cancer on the other end and ringing the bell and everything, it was like, why is this not even? I just felt like it was ignored entirely, and I don't know. And
If Kryptonian technology is brought up, why
it's
not
even
real
the
technology?
technology aspect of it. It was again 3 white guys talking about this. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yes,
It's like why?
And that's the bell.
So much of the story involved her being worried about the way her husband was going to look and feel about her post that, and I know from personal experience, a lot of women, but I know women who have felt that way after having that surgery, and that's something that a lot of people make the choice for, and I don't know, it seemed odd to put so much importance on how Clark was going to feel about it as a result than what, I'm not saying the right things. I promise my intentions are pure
Right.
and everything that I mean right now, but I'm not coming up with the good terminology to say what I want to say. So this parachute is a knapsack. So I'm gonna pull out of this conversation altogether and just say I just thought it was handled a little oddly, and I wish Here's how I'll sum it up. I don't feel like Lois was in control of the choices she was making or the words she was saying this season. I felt like she was being puppeteered by a writer, and there were things happening that I was like, why is Lois doing this and not what I would think Lois Lane would do in this or say or do in this situation?
Yeah, I think there's
and it's hard. That makes it even more hard when I somebody like Bitsy has become quite possibly my favorite live action Lois.
Mm-hmm.
Is that bad to say?
Not at all.
Margot is very upset with you.
Margot is there on the Mount Rushmore and always will be, as far as I'm concerned, on my Lois Mount Rushmore, and will probably be the number one face despite anything else. But I mean, we've had how much screen time did we have of Margot Kidder as Lois Lane?
5 hours.
I'm just saying, you're gonna get your hand juiced.
5 hours. Where are you getting 5 hours from?
I'm just adding together movie times. I don't know.
I mean, not even full screen time. I mean, if you say the first movie's 3 hours and the second one's 2, which is, generous.
All right, look, I'm bad at math and it's nighttime. Give me a fucking break.
I told me there would be no math. It was my understanding. I don't know.
It's nighttime. I have a 1-year-old. Give me a break.
Nobody's played Lois Lane longer than Erica, right? Because even Noelle and Phyllis splitting the difference there and the seasons. I mean, Erica's played Lois Lane live action more than anyone, correct?
Minutes wise, probably.
Yeah, I'm talking about screen time.
Noelle is close in terms of like the number of seasons and whatnot, but I don't know about screen time. Probably though. Yeah.
It'd be Noelle or Erica.
Yeah.
Definitely more than Margot or
Definitely.
Terry.
Yes.
But I mean, Bitsy has had a lot of screen time too, but she has she's at least on my Mount Rushmore, if not taking the number one spot these days.
I'm with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love her too.
Yeah.
I don't love her as much as Margot. and it's not about the mileage. It's the years. Wait, what am I saying?
You got it. Andy. You got it. No, I
collision course. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
A collision course. Lois attempts to interview Pia in the hopes of unearthing the truth about an old case, while Clark struggles to spend quality time with the boys.
Who wants to wrangle or whatever he came in and said? That was funny.
This is the one where the governor shows up, and she's played by the lady who was the Granny Goodness.
Granny Goodness. Well, that was the whole episode. I was like, who is this woman? My internal IMDb is not working. And then I finally realized she was Granny Goodness from Smallville.
Oh, yeah.
And also a jerk. Like, screw you, lady.
Yeah, I was waiting for that to. We could talk about Lana's plotline throughout this season and where it ends up, but like at the end of the season, it's almost like she's considering going to Metropolis with John Henry or something.
Well, I don't even. Well, no, she's like, then I have to convince you to stay. I mean, she wanted to stay. You know,
yeah, I mean, she's the mayor of Smallville.
But also, she's not even been mayor a year, and it was already like, well, this could be the next Congress, or the next.
Could be
I was like, really? We're jumping.
What's your name, Martha?
Why don't you finalize that divorce
What did you say
first?
Yeah. So I was like wondering if like this whole thing with Wexler was going to crush Lana's chances of being reelected or something, and then she wasn't going to be tied to Smallville anymore. I don't know, but I guess that didn't really go anywhere. This season.
I thought it was funny that Wexler came for this, that the governor came for this, but there's been of the 90 other things that have happened in Smallville in the last 2.5 seasons. This is what we showed up for, the fight with
John Henry killing somebody in the street.
Okay, and that we didn't even talk. I didn't really.
That was last episode. Yeah.
The whole Superman shaming a black man for killing a Nazi in self-defense. That just felt not great to me.
Not his finest moment.
I was like, really? Like, okay.
There's always a choice.
No, I got to agree with you. I was not a big fan of that choice.
Whatever.
Beat the tar out of him. Don't kill him.
You do you. You do you.
That's just Superman.
Yeah. I thought John Henry got slighted a lot this season.
I agree. Yeah.
He gets very angry around this time.
This is somebody who, on this earth, his doppelganger was murdered by Mannheim. So, like, I feel justified in 94% of his actions and things that he said or did.
94 is a very specific number, and I agree with it.
Well, I give him 6% off, but that's just me.
Well, that's the 4th of July sale, yeah.
It's my understanding we're doing math either.
Right. The boys go to a kegger, and Sarah gets into a car crash.
Hardly know her.
And gets rescued by the Smallville Samaritan.
I need this ex-mayor's son to quit showing up. Every time he shows up, I'm like, you little twerp.
He's a buzzkill. He sucks.
Dude,
but also, Jordan kind of sucks in this episode.
If it wasn't for Dean Jr., we wouldn't have had Somebody Saved Us.
Okay, so I didn't even catch that. So if you want to share that, Robin, that was pretty good.
He drops that right after he's talking to Kyle's interrogating them about what exactly happened. Somebody saved us. So I was like, oh my God, they're calling back to Smallville.
I didn't catch that either.
That's why I've got to become Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. So that's what we call it.
But yeah, this leads Kyle to think that Jonathan's got powers, and he goes to the farm and gets himself what I wrote in my notes is a little bit of a super nudge from Clark because Clark needs to get the heck out of there to go save Lois, right? Yeah. Lois? Yeah. And ends up stumbling upon the fact that, oh my God, I'm standing toe-to-toe with Superman.
I mean, let's just invite the whole town over at this point.
I wasn't really on board with that as a choice, but Yeah.
Well, here's
It's
what I
fine.
thought.
It's fine, but
I thought it cemented that Kyle would die.
yeah.
I thought.
Oh, wow.
I thought that Kyle would die, and I really thought that they might even do a thing where Kyle was dying to protect Clark's secret in the end.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that thought crossed my mind, but
thought that they were going to go out on a hero bang with him, but we didn't. Now we just have another person that knows, but who also shames Chrissy for knowing but not telling him.
Oh my God.
To tell.
That's in the next episode, and that's okay because 2, 1.
yeah, and that
It's
was
time
some
to
BS.
talk about
That was crap.
complications.
Hey, before we get onto that, can I just say ChatGPT says Erica Durance, who played Lois Lane in the television series Smallville from 2004 to 2011, likely holds the record for the most on-screen minutes as the character. She appeared in 141 episodes across 7 seasons. Noel Neal, on the other hand, appeared in 78 episodes in total. So just episodes-wise, Noel's in fewer, and so probably minutes-wise as well. So that's what ChatGPT has to say.
We have to get some super fanboy to sit
Tim?
down and just count all the minutes.
Sam, if
Tim?
you're out there.
You figure it out. Oh, he's out there.
Oh, I know he's out there. I was just giving him the courtesy.
He's always around.
Oh, he's out there. We just don't know if he's listening.
All right, complications.
He's hearing us,
Clark-
but is he listening?
Clark helps Lois prepare for a procedure, but must leave the boys with her to help John Henry and General Lane track down the Mannheims and go.
This is episode. What number was this?
This is 11. This is the end of the season.
This is where everything just kind of stopped. This is what they were originally going to do on Smallville. They were going to wrap up the whole dark side, everything.
Yeah,
with
right.
Despair, and then it was going to be, Superman the movie, but that didn't end up happening. Yeah, no, I thought we talked about kind of at the beginning of this how everything was pretty much just felt like one story this season. I feel like because everything revolved pretty much around Bruno. Lois's story revolved around Bruno. John Henry, Clark's story revolved around Bruno. John Henry.
Yeah, we very much talked about Bruno.
Yeah. Well, you've got a little bit longer before you're going to regret that before your daughter plays that nonstop. But we just kind of wrapped it up in a nice little neat bow. I was very much expecting for Bruno to be dead in the next episode because I figured Lex was going to come after everybody. And not just Lois, which I mean, yes, he ended up killing Judge Reagan, but the whole time he's walking, I know it's the next episode, but screw it. The whole time we're walking to Smallville and going back and flashbacking and doing all this stuff, and he's mad at Lois, and that's the reason he's jailed. I'm like, but we just find out that Onomatopoeia Mannheim, I'm using her Christian name.
Her full
Onomatopoeia Mannheim faked the voice. Lois didn't do that. Lois just reported on it. Lois is not the reason you're in jail, sir.
Right.
Whatsoever. I mean, yes, she probably ran with it, and it being the Daily Planet and Lois Lane was the most vocal about the whole thing. But I was just like, there's far more people in play here. Lois did not fake your voice and put you away for 17 years.
That sounds like a lot of nuance, and nuance is kind of boring. So let's just go with my version.
So
Lois Lane bad.
Let's just be mad. It did make for a pretty boss-ass porch scene in Smallville between the three of them. So
I'm going to start taking time out of the next episode.
That's fine.
Because you're not giving
you guys
complications is not getting its due.
Minute.
She dies. She's screaming and she dies, and Superman carries her up, and it's a very sweet scene, and everything's over, and that's pretty much it.
I thought the entire time, I'm like, Lois is not going to get that mastectomy. There's going to be some sort of last minute thing. She's going to get the cure, and it's going to make her mutate, and then Superman is going to save her from that. And because of that, she's still cured, but she's dealing with some sort of
now she's Ultra Woman, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah. And they kept on saying, "Oh, we can delay the surgery. Oh, the power's out.
Jordan. Hey, we forgot Jordan has anxiety. Let's bring that back in this episode.
Jordan suddenly got anxiety. Yep.
Also
Sarah's spiraling. Kyle's talking about his alcoholism. They're really like,
He's like,
trying to like remind us of
Superman
everything.
show. Y'all are really laying it on thick this time.
Yeah.
I do love
Also,
this.
she do.
I just want to preface all that.
Yeah. It's fun to watch. There's an M-shaped building in the background during the big fight. Didn't you guys notice there was like literally Mannheim must have been building
I don't know.
Mannheim building?
Mannheim Mansion.
I did see a breakdown. Where did I see it? Mallinger may have posted it, and I don't remember.
Was it for Mallinger? Is that the M?
Did Tim send it to me? I can't remember. But they showed the skyline off of Mannheim's balcony of the Metropolis skyline and pointed out all the buildings. And like the original Daily Planet building from The Adventures of Superman was used in the skyline.
Oh, cool.
The L. LexCorp building post Crisis on Infinite Earths was used.
Oh, nice.
Like 7 different the Daily Star building there was like 7 iconic Superman buildings from comics or live action that were amalgamated into the Metropolis skyline.
That's neat. I like that.
And it was pretty cool. I give them props for
well,
that.
Tim, if you are listening, if that is your real name, please let us know where we can find that.
I'm looking. Talk amongst yourselves.
Or Adam, if you want to give us a shout, let us know.
Let it all out.
But yeah, Lois. Oh.
Yep, out of time. Sorry.
Out of time.
Good license plate.
Right, so I have to subtract 2 minutes from Injustice. I'm just kidding. All right. Injustice.
I found it. I want to talk about this for a minute. May I?
Oh, please. Go ahead.
All right. Yes, Mannheim's balcony. The Luthor Corp Tower reference to post-crisis LexCorp Tower in the comics is used, and the shape of the top of the building is in an L, and that's straight from the LexCorp of the comics. Earth 2's Daily Star building is in the skyline. The Clem Wilson building, which is in L.A., it's on La Brea somewhere. I can't remember where, but it was the Daily Planet building from The Adventures of Superman. It's it's utilized in the skyline. What else was there? The Los Angeles City Hall exterior, which was also used in the later seasons of The Adventures of Superman.
Yes, it was.
For that is in the skyline as well, and was also used in the comics some. Of course, you also see the Daily Planet in the comics, but that building ended up becoming the News Time building.
Yes.
Comics, so that was utilized. It's pretty neat. I'll send you guys this. It was neat to see how they even to that degree that they brought stuff together for Easter eggs just in the background of Mannheim's office.
I love that.
Going back and like, oh, there's Luthor Corp. Like I didn't even notice LexCorp or the Daily Planet in the background. I don't know how far. I don't know if Hobbs Bay is the Brooklyn to Manhattan or what. Although we did see at one point this season a prop from the show, a Daily Planet prop from the show, and it has Metropolis, New York.
Yes, that's right.
That's really far from Kansas.
Really far.
That's really far from Kansas for all these trips back and forth.
Uh-huh. I think Lana even says on the show, she's like, oh, it's not that far. You know.
Yeah.
She says something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Seems pretty far.
I gotta say, that's the one sad thing I have that I fell behind in the show, and then I had to binge it at the end, was not being able to like check out all the Easter eggs and the things people found in the show, or even just the breakdowns that Mallinger does on Twitter.
I'm just gonna use Topeka as a stand-in for Smallville. Topeka, Kansas to New York City is 19 hours by car.
Well, if you climb up a windmill,
I think they're coordinates. Anyway.
All right. Are we ready?
Yes.
Injustice. Finally, after 17 years behind bars, Lex Luthor is set to be released from prison. Lois and Clark clash with Jordan over his carelessness around using his powers in public, while Jonathan struggles with Kyle's change in behavior at the firehouse. So, yeah, Kyle is like, I think he's acting like any of us would.
Hey, Superman, sorry about that time I pantsed you.
Superman's son, oh God, you got it. Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Just put in a good word for me, for the big guy.
Yeah. We haven't. I feel like Michael kind of got the short end of the stick this season, as far as terms of us discussing it, because I think he did a fantastic job coming in a third.
Yeah.
But one thing I hate that they did, or didn't do rather, is there were some beautiful, beautiful scenes in season 1 and 2 between Jordan and Bitsy. Jordan,
yes,
Elsass, and Bitsy. That I just feel like that their characters, that being in this family and being the two that were not the super empowered ones, like Jordan and Clark are. But I thought Lois and Jonathan had some great rapport, and it just spoke to the strengths of Bitsy and Jordan in those scenes. And I feel like they really dropped the ball on that this season between Michael and Bitsy. So I hated that, but yeah. I do want to say in all that, I thought he did a fantastic job this season, coming in late to the game.
Yeah,
that was a tough spot for anybody to be in. I think he did
absolutely, and he gets to come back for another one now.
Exactly. So yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Lex Luthor, introduced with hard rock music, push-ups in the prison, scars on his back.
Thank God we actually get a Lex that gets to talk to Clark or Superman.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah.
Friggin' John Cryer in Crisis, who did a phenomenal job, doesn't even talk to his Superman.
Yeah.
Jeez, what a waste that was.
Damn shame.
I need more time with this Lex to weigh in on him. I don't think Cudlitz did a bad job per se. I'm not really familiar with him. I didn't watch The Walking Dead to the point where he showed up in the show. I think I fell off of that in like season 2. I did watch, what was that show where he played a cop on TNT?
Southland.
I did watch Southland, but I remember next to nothing about him. I need more time with him because I have to wrap my head around, we've never seen a Lex Luthor that's been in jail for 17 years.
Yeah.
Really, in live action, other than, Kevin Spacey could face a lot longer. But, as far as the 6 years that Lex has been in prison, I don't know. I feel like I need more time to see how he plays the character, but I wasn't mad at any of the choices made with him in these final 2 episodes.
I agree. I agree. I really liked the stuff of him in prison. Like, I really thought that felt
Bill being a puppeteer.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I always like a scene where he's like, where the person that you're kind of rooting for, even though he's a bad guy or an anti-hero, is like, you're gonna lose your teeth, you're gonna give me that thing, and you're gonna be my chair or whatever. I always love when that kind of like pays off at the end.
Yes.
I mean, the scene with the warden and the warden's wife on the phone and all that.
Oh my, scary.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, Lex, I can get on board with this. But I'm excited to see that he'll be around more next season to finally see what develops there. What was the line? It had to be episode 11 or 10 of. There's like a Luther Air commercial, a Luther Airlines commercial.
Oh yeah,
there was.
So it's like, even in prison, can't get away from him or something like.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
I thought that was pretty good. I would like to know what he was like before.
Yeah.
What that Luthor was, because all we see is him going to jail.
I'm hoping for flashbacks next season.
Yeah, so I would really like to see, because on the other Earth, Crier's Lex and Superman were friends.
Right.
Frank knows that better than Robin and I probably do. But there's references in like season 4 of Supergirl to how good of friends they were before ultimately it part. And not Clark and Lex were friends. Superman and Lex were friends. But geez, the way this Lex was, I don't think so. The way he screamed at Clark on the porch and
yeah. I'm gonna turn the timer off.
Okay.
I'm sure that we're just gonna talk about these last 2 episodes.
Yeah, run them together. I know you want to talk about the cassette tape.
No, please.
And I want to hear. I'm gonna back up here.
I mean, you brought it up. I might as well. Okay, so this comes up during the finale. What kills you makes you stronger. So Lex Luthor pulls out his cassette collection when he's about to put Bizarro through Abu Ghraib. I don't know, some horrible torture.
Kiri.
Yeah. In Lex's tape collection, he has such bands as Ministry, which is the song NWO is what he plays. New World Order. He's got Sabbath, Tool, Dead Kennedys, Danzig, NWA, Body Count, Jane's Addiction, Slayer, Suicidal Tendencies, Bauhaus, all pretty like dark, badass. And if you squint, you see in the back Hall & Oates' greatest hits.
You do, don't you? You do.
I sincerely love that.
I just wanted have him be like.
Everybody had. I mean, it was like Frampton Comes Alive on vinyl. Everybody had Hall & Oates' greatest hits.
Come on, who didn't have Fleetwood Mac Rumors or Carole King Tapestry? Come on,
that thing's a monster. That thing's a monster. Everybody.
I'm just envisioning Luthor like pulling out a chainsaw and revving it up and looking at Bizarro and being like, "You're a rich girl and you're gone too far."
Eater. Yeah.
Here I come.
Watch out.
And he's like dancing like Madsen in Reservoir Dogs.
It's Reservoir Dogs cutting off the ear. Oh, that would have. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that could have worked.
Wouldn't have hated that a bit.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, Heavy Metal X, he's jacked, he's bald, he's got the goatee going and everything. I was like, okay, of course he's got a cassette deck. Of course, I was like 17 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, this is...
doing the math.
Kind of works.
He's got a lot of my tapes from back then.
You didn't have an MP3 Walkman from 17 years ago?
Yeah, that's true. 17, yeah, it's a little bit.
Classic. He loves his cassettes.
You don't...
Never had
sounds you get off of magnetic
never
tape.
had the option for the CD player in the car. Always went for the tape deck. Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny.
All right, well, that's all I have to say about the finale.
Oh, that's all you have to say about it?
You guys good?
That's it?
All right, well, you can find us at supermantvtalk.com.
It'll be better next season, whenever that may happen with a writer's strike and a SAG strike looming. No, I do want to talk about things. So what do we think about Doomsday? How did we feel about that reveal? Did you know that's what was coming with the masochism in the subway train? I mean, the brutality.
As soon as I saw the spikes being shoved into his arms, I was like, that looks very
the spikes were yeah.
I was either that or Dark Berry. I mean, it was going to be one way or the.
I don't know. I was just kind of like, fine, guys, shoot your shot. I mean,
that's it. Shoot your shot, right? I couldn't help.
Get it over with.
I couldn't help though, but compare it to the Krypton origin story for Doomsday,
which is the best done in my opinion.
Yes.
Of action.
That was S tier.
Also the best looking.
Yeah.
Doomsday. Nobody has topped that friggin' puppet that they used on a show that not enough people watched, and frankly had one more final season because it was phenomenal.
Murder shorts.
Don't go back to Wigthor.
You can't.
But then we might not have gotten her on Ted Lasso, and
True.
Yeah. Maybe it happened as it was supposed to. Regardless of all of the Smallville Doomsday, of the Dawn of Justice Doomsday, of this one, of Krypton takes the cake. down. If you have not watched Krypton, my God, go watch it, because that season 1 ending reveal of Doomsday, and then the entire season 2 story of how he came to be, rivals anything they've ever done with the character in live action or animation.
Yeah. It really did. It just it ran circles around anything else.
But seeing this, what do you think he was? 9 feet tall? This Doomsday, or taller?
he was a big boy.
Buck's hovering in the field and like isn't up to his head completely, and he's still another Clark off the ground, I would say. You're measuring in Superman the height of this Doomsday, but it was kind of weirdly didn't have quite the bone structure you want in a Doomsday necessarily. I think he did have the bones over the eyes, which we don't get a whole lot, or did he not?
I think he did.
Can't remember now.
Bones for eyelashes.
Bones for eyelashes. But keeping the emblem burned into him, the Bizarro emblem burned into him, was a choice.
I kind of like that choice.
I kind of did too.
I dug it
too. But obviously, yes, anything much like Doomsday of the comics, anything that you do to try to destroy Doomsday only makes them. They've done it in Dawn of Justice. They did it in Krypton. Makes them a more superpowered being. I hate that we only got about 2 minutes of a true Bizarro. Because I liked where that was going. That was a creepy ass Bizarro, and I kind of wanted to see how a battle between the two of them would have played out.
I thought Otis was dead, and all of a sudden in the next episode, it's like, oh, he just ate an ear.
Yeah, what was that? How was Otis not dead?
Now, I heard a lot of chomping going on. That had to have been a big ear. That was a horrendous. I love that I texted you. I was like, "Hey, we got an Otis." Had an Otis.
Otis.
5 minutes later.
Past tense. That is an ex Otis.
Yes. So the battle. I thought it was cool how they heard him screaming from the top of that building he got impaled on, all the way in Smallville. Wherever they were. Never really
19 hours away.
Well, they never said they were Metropolis, so who knows? But
I thought I saw the Daily Planet, no?
Maybe. If I did, I missed it. But whatever he had impaled on, that Lois and them heard it from Main Street, Smallville. That was how horrendously loud the death rattle, or almost death rattle, was.
Oh, sorry to bring it back to music again, but I gotta say the choice of "Blow Up the Outside World" was pretty awesome. They're writing the lyrics down as "Nothing seems to kill me, no matter how hard I try."
Yeah, there's subtlety, and then there's a good musical choice, and that was choice. Landing on them. All I gotta say, season 4, episode 1. Whatever happens. If he dies, if Clark dies at the end,
he dies. Oh wait, no.
If he dies, he dies. Whatever happens, that American flag better get knocked over, and he better pick that mother right back up.
Yeah,
back. Robin, that's for you, baby. If they do that,
please.
It is interesting because in Supergirl and the Arrowverse, Superman's already fought Doomsday.
Yes,
over there.
Yes, he has. Yes,
it's interesting to not have that here. But I'm interested to see what they, with that being the final shot, with that being the cliffhanger, where that goes, because it's not like that's going to be a character they use throughout season 4. It's going to get wrapped up. Whatever happens, whether or not they kill him, and you can't do Death and Return now. You just fired the whole cast that was the Return cast. You got rid of Steel, and you got rid of Superboy, and we haven't seen the Eradicator in a whole season now. So
we got Superboy still.
Well, yeah,
that's right. I'm sorry. We do have Superboy. We do not have Steel or the Eradicator.
Right.
I had not even thought about the Steel implication. They did this backwards. We had Steel and then the death of Superman. Assuming we are even doing death of, what if they subvert our expectations again and we don't do Death of Superman?
Yeah, I don't. We've already had one season where he goes missing for how long was he gone for?
3 episodes. 3, yeah,
Yeah, but like in the show, like he was
It
gone.
was like 3 months. Yeah.
3 months, I think.
Like he was gone for like 2 hours, but then it was like 3 months. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I feel, but it's going to play into whatever they do. I don't think you can do Doomsday and then do it as just a one-off
Oh no, you can't.
thing either. There's got to be some lasting effects of, it drained Clark completely, and he's powerless for 3 or 4 episodes.
Right, just long enough that he can sleep with Lana, and then they. Oh wait, that's a different one.
Don't do that one.
That was different. That was a different show.
So I don't know, but I feel like we can't even make bets because when you do something so topsy turvy as remove like 7 cast members, like it's like you can't even. Earlier, seasons ago, you'd be like, I think Lana's going to be mayor, and we were right because that was a picture for that. That's what ended up happening. But now you're like, well, who the hell's on this show anymore?
I think Lex is going to be mad at Lois.
Possibly. You may be onto something there, Frank. Let's not put the cart before the horse.
I just felt this was all very rushed, and I do hope they take their time with some repercussions in the next couple episodes because, gosh, when Tyler is in the main street with Doomsday and he turns around with that look at his family and at the irons, he's like, don't. I was like, oh, God, I want to freaking buy this so much.
And I was buying into it.
I bought it.
I was just like, oh, here we go. That was my reaction. And I'm sorry, it's the Batman versus Superman effect and, the teasing about Doomsday last year, it ended up being flipped.
I think that's. I
want to
think
be done with Doomsday.
There's a little Doomsday fatigue. I mean, 2017, Dawn of Justice. We got 2.
That was rushed.
We got animated movies back to back. Well, and then that's not even really Doomsday. Like there's Snyder says in the commentary for the movie, the real Doomsday is still out there. This is just an amalgamation of Zod and a Doomsday-like creature. That's not the real Doomsday. Snyder hardly knew her. So it's, sorry, don't twitch, Frank.
I'm fine.
I'm not even gonna get into it. I can't. I don't have that. I'm just not gonna go down that route. I'm gonna go the high road. I think that there's a good bit of fatigue there because you had the 2 animated movies, the Death and Return, they split up. You had Dawn of Justice. You had Krypton. You had our fake out last season where they led us to believe it was Doomsday. Flat out said it was Doomsday. Lied about it to totally subvert us, and then it ended up not being Doomsday.
Until it was.
I feel like it's easy till now it is. Which I just want to know which one in the room was like, what if we just made him Doomsday?
I know, right?
Which one?
I mean, why not?
But I didn't mind it. I think my greater regret with it is we didn't get the true Bizarro that I thought we were going to get there for a little bit. The Bizarro on Lex's leash.
Right.
So to speak. Because I don't feel like there's any of that. What you do there is Clark talking to Bizarro, and you got to remember, trying to reach somewhere inside that damaged brain of the common ground the 2 of them had and stuff. And now there's nothing left in that in Doomsday. You can't do that with that kind of character. The one thing we've never gotten in live action though that I hope they do is I hope he ties him to an asteroid and hurls him off like in the comics that they've never really done in live action before.
I would love that.
That's one of my favorite panels is him just crucified to that asteroid and being hurled off into space.
Well, I think something's going to happen to him in space. He's going to, run into something. He's going to find some bit of machinery and decide, oh, this could make a good motorcycle. And should I? And then he turns my hair.
It's all about subverting expectations, Robin.
Yeah.
Youth just think it's going to be Lobo, but it's really Lori Lamaris.
Sure.
Lobo Lamaris, how about?
I'm sorry, but I'm going to call it right now. Season 4, Mitaplick season. Come on, let's go. And that would just he's like, yeah, I snapped my fingers and all your friends are gone. What are you going to do about that?
Oh yeah, got rid of half the cast just like that.
Yeah, whoops.
I watched the My Adventures of Superman the other night. The 2 episodes I watched, the Brave and the Bold episode. That's all the Golden Age jokes, Superman jokes. Jimmy Olsen is the turtle and all that. And I forgot
about that one.
It's so good, but I forgot Mixie shows up, and Superman's like, "Hold on, got to deal with this imp from the 4th dimension real quick." And he goes, "Knock knock, who's there?" And he says, it's his Pitalik backward. And Mixie says it, and he's like, "Ah, crap!" And he just Just way to get him to say his name backward.
We got back to the Italian chalet.
Yeah, we did. How did
Bow
you?
chicka, wow.
We're gonna go on vacation. Uncle Tal's got a place. How did y'all know about that?
Sure.
Hamina.
We didn't just have sex there.
Mm-hmm. John Henry gets down with Lana.
Yes.
With his and then he gets his Wesley Snipes shirt on. Like that's a bad thing.
They have Wesley Snipes on his planet.
I love that. After that whole scene with the shirt and joking about the shirt, Sam walks in. He's like, "Wait, we doing another clothes drive?" Or
I know.
Damn, that's John Henry a break. John Henry,
absolutely savage.
The only person that got hurt more is Lois, but second to that is John Henry this season. He just kind of ran him through the ringer.
How about Sam with the senior swipe? Didn't quite work out. Is Gretchen Kelly Miss Tessmacher? I don't know.
So yeah, that was interesting. Where's he? Kind of weird to have him be abducted by Lex and then not be back for the next season at all.
Oh my God.
Odd. Yeah, he was never seen again. It's Richie Cunningham's older brother going upstairs with the basketball, and
oh no,
never see him again. The Happy Days reference, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Cunningham's had an older son, and like the second episode, he goes upstairs, and then he never came back.
Opie Cunningham.
You know, I'm glad who got a shout out in this finale.
Who
was
got
Jim.
A shout out? Who?
It was Jimmy Chan, who if it wasn't for him, the meteor shower party wouldn't have come together as good as it did.
I loved him messing with Jonathan that episode. I loved that.
Yeah. We're not gonna see Coach Gaines ever again. Although he wasn't among the cast that was announced.
Honestly,
we're bringing the coach back.
I didn't expect to see him as much as we did.
I know.
Yeah.
It had a special guest sequence in the final episode. It was like, we can only run this bit into the ground about Jordan messing up the season. Let's move on.
And Kyle and Chrissy are going to have a baby.
My favorite thing they ever did with him was show him throwing Clark's wings in the trash at the barbecue.
Yes. Yeah. Now, if he put the cup of coffee on the dashboard during Jonathan's driving test, that would have topped it, but he didn't do it.
Yeah.
All right, so Beppo's pregnant. Lana takes it surprisingly well. The girls take it surprisingly. They're like, "Oh yeah, awesome."
As long as you promise me one thing, that I get to spoil that child. What the? No, what is that? I don't.
Not yours.
I'm sorry, I'm a child of divorce. No, that's not. What are you going to be, an aunt? This all just happened. It is still very. You people are weird.
It was 7
weird.
episodes ago when when Kyle proposed that Chrissy be his girlfriend, and now he's proposing in front of the entire town.
Which again, like, okay. You did the Footloose thing at the dance, and that was one thing. Okay, I'm sure. Yeah. Now
Cute,
you're
whatever.
Yeah, you're gonna get up before the whole town and propose? That was weird. That's weird.
All right, so this really brings us to a point about like we're getting rid of most of the cast, but
We're
any
not.
of the things
We're
that
not. Hold on, we're not.
it was up to us, I should say.
I was not invited to that meeting.
They kept showing us actor headshots, and we were just like, guilty. Guilty.
When did we become the elders of this show? Don't ask us.
But I'm like, okay, now, is there anything here that I'm like, what would I have been happy to check back in on with season 4? Like, Kyle and Chrissy are going to have a baby.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's why I'm saying, like, everything kind of, like, we did the John Henry Lana dance for a while, the brief touch, the long.
Yeah.
I'm just checking on you. We did that for a season and a half. So they hooked up. So that came to fruition.
Yeah.
Jordan and Sarah, really, I feel like it was the only actual cliffhanger that would need any kind of resolving. If Kyle,
they're just not friends anymore.
If Kyle and Beppo were gonna get married and have the baby, well, they get to be on season 14 of the Love Boat. Like, they just go off. But again, they're not gonna leave Smallville. He's the fire chief. She owns half the paper.
Right.
I'll give you maybe one person that's like, I can't take this town anymore and everything that happens here. But it would have to be somebody who didn't know Clark was Superman, and we ain't got any of those people. That's just leave Sophie. That's Sophie. Sophie's not going to go off by herself and divorce her parents. So I don't think anybody's going to be like.
She tried.
She did try. It's just like, where are our characters going? Because these characters are not going to be part of this anymore, unless they all guest spots. But they're not going to fly back and forth to Vancouver for guest spots. I think the only one that actually lives in Vancouver, like, permanently in Canada, is Emmanuel. So right. I don't know.
But again, it's like,
but it's just perception of
where we leave that character is that she's the mayor, but the governor doesn't like her, and that's
why I feel like you have to move everybody to Metropolis.
Yeah. Yeah, Nat is going to DOD Academy with Mateo. John Henry is getting a DOD job. So were they thinking about doing some sort of spin-off idea, or
that was going to be in that Justice U that didn't end up happening?
Right. Yeah.
Here's another thing we've heard is sufficient. Sufficient. That's not the word I'm looking for. It is really hot in here, guys. I'm about to black out.
Well, take off all your clothes.
Oh, thanks, Robin. That'll do it.
You were getting so hot.
Take off all your shirts.
Yeah, I can't remember my train of thought now. That's how warm it is in here. Crap, what was I just saying? Somebody back me up.
Governor
He's
Goodness.
Right now, he's watching a sex ed slideshow in the episode Heat.
Oh, Jesus. That's how far back I gotta go. Well, if they are slashing the budget as much as we've heard that they probably are going to, i.e. The cast being gone, you're going to see I don't know, getting rid of that Smallville town, Main Street.
Yeah.
Cost cutting. And
holy cow.
Yeah.
Barn. I mean, no exterior shots. If you move everything interior for budget, why have any of that anymore? To me, it's just moving to Metropolis.
But you've got all the B-roll of the exteriors. You might hardly notice.
Maybe because the house is interior of the house is obviously on a stage.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh God, guys,
I always assume they're leasing land from those people that own the house there.
I mean, they've already built the house there. They've already built the downtown. It's already there.
Then again, okay, well, you keep the four of them and the four of the Kents in Smallville. Now you've got Lex in Metropolis and them in Smallville, but we just don't ever talk to these other people that are in Smallville?
That's valid.
No, they're going to redo that set as Metropolis Street, random Metropolis Street.
I mean, I can see them redoing the Fortress set, like we leave that behind, because we didn't really see that at all this season, right? Like we.
Well, it was on an island. Who could get to it?
Well, right. So I could see that being turned into like the Daily Planet or something.
Robin, we should go back and listen, because I really feel like that early work you did in leading up to the premiere of the show and talking about, we found all like the land stuff for what they were building and the blueprint and stuff, but I feel like it said what the price was and how long the lease was, how long they had a contract for, because it was stuff we were all looking at before we went to Vancouver together,
right,
in 21. So we were wanting to know, but I feel like it said like a price point and like how long they had that land for.
I just remember a whole lot of math about how old Clark and Lois would be.
You remember?
I was going to say, you're going to tell me to figure out all that stuff. We got rid of all that. I'm going to call it.
Watching it now, it's like this. Clark's too young, and I'm like, don't even start. Don't even start.
I'm going to call it right now. Season 4 is going to start off with a powerless Clark Kent, and that's going to save a lot of money.
Yeah,
he's going to come back, and he's not going to have his powers.
There's another. He depleted his solar battery.
Jordan won't be able to do it because he's loving the fame too much, so he's going to be grounded, and nobody's going to use powers.
And working in a newspaper doesn't cost money. So
Superman and Lois is filmed in front of a live studio audience. That's basically going to be this show.
No, I
be one set.
I think, and this is not a slight against the show in any form or fashion, because if I didn't enjoy the show, and I feel like I don't listen to that other show where those two people talk about the show that we used to talk about.
I don't.
The first rule of shows is you don't talk about the shows that did talk about the shows.
Robin, the show of the two you watch of the two people or listen to that talk about the show that we all used to talk about.
Are you talking about Talkville?
Oh, Schmockschmill?
Just gonna say the name out loud. Yes, I don't listen to that, but I
love that show. So
too. The only thing I hear about it is how negative, specifically Michael, is.
Yeah.
And I don't ever want to feel
rap.
like that's something we're doing here. I feel like it's the same thing we used to do when we talk about Smallville. Anything that we say is totally in love, unless we say this was a wrong choice.
Derek hates the show.
No, we wouldn't talk about
getting from this. Yeah,
Derek hates style.
Talk about it if we didn't like it.
Wow. Derek hates Michael.
Yeah, he told me podcasting was stupid. Look what the fuck you're doing now, Baldy. Sorry.
From one Baldy to another.
Seriously, I wasn't talking to Frank. I was talking to Michael. No, it kills me.
You let him inside you.
Hey, literally, Tim, if you could clip that so we could use it on TikTok, that'd be awesome. Thanks.
Literally in 2008, he was like, podcasting stupid. And I'm like, every time he pops up now, I'm like,
that's what happens.
Buddy. Anyway.
Yep.
Podcasting.
I can't wait till we go back and do our rewatch podcast of Starkville's House of L.
Look, all this to say is I love this show, and anything is said is either A, in jest, or B, lovingly jabbed at.
Yeah.
So I don't ever want it to be a dig, and all that to say, this is not a dig and saying I feel like this might be the kick in the pants the show needs a little bit to do something a little different. I feel like season 1, season 2, and season 3 have all been shades of the same season in some form or fashion. And that, again, not a negative. I think they're just echoes of the previous seasons instead of kind of doing that.
Echoes.
You want to subject us with villains all the time, but let's see how you pivot here. I'm very interested to see how they're going to do a change that reduces their entire supporting cast.
Yeah.
Focusing only on the 4 of them and their main villain. And now
there's too many people on this show. I honestly, I love all the people that have been on this show, and I wish them. I don't think well.
I don't think there's too many people. I think there were too many storylines trying to be fit into one episode that involved so many people.
I guess, but I don't know. I could have used with just a few less cast members.
I guess cast members in every episode because the B plots often ended up kind of dense as a result of that.
Yeah.
Tried to weave in the Cushings and now Chrissy and now the Irons are part of the Cushing. Like it got so dense with those 3 groups of backup players.
Yeah, you're right. I mean yes. I did like you said before though. I liked the way that it was all by the end of the season all woven into one big story. Like there was almost no distinguishing A plot from B plot because it was kind of all one plot by the end.
Right. No, I agree. I do. I don't dislike that at all. I think that's kind of what I meant by the whole shades thing. Like it's just all kind of this one big volume,
never-ending story.
Yeah, and if you get one last
Turn around, look at what you see.
If you get one last go of this, let's see what being forced to make these changes is going to do for you as writers, and you as actors. That you have to do to still bring us, not us because we're going to be watching regardless because it's Superman and Lois and we love these actors and characters, but a general audience that's going to have them keep coming back when it's not going to be the same.
General audience.
I mean, it's
scared to step outside.
It's going to be a stark change, no pun intended, of a season whenever it gets here.
We did not mention, and I think we really need to kind of wrap this up, but I wanted to give a special shout out to the show for sticking the kid in the Superman shirt, watching at the end of the episode, at the end of the finale. I always thank you for putting a little super fan in there.
Yeah. I like that.
I love it. Love to see it.
Yeah.
So
is that it? Hey, and we didn't say at the top, we're sorry, but life.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
we at a certain point we tried for several weeks in a row, and then we were like, we've got to come back for the end of the season because life just got to be too much for all of us.
Sure did, boss.
So.
And if it sounds like we're being dismissive of anything, it's just because we have to cover so many episodes in one podcast. We loved a lot of this season.
You may not have enjoyed this episode, but the three of us enjoyed finally getting to talk about it.
Yes.
After.
Yeah.
So this may have just been for us and Tim.
Do you think this season was better than 2, right?
I think so.
I mean,
overall,
they had some interesting stuff in 2.
Where season 2 was going, and then it just fell apart for me.
I mean, I cared way more about this season than I ever cared about Ali Alston.
I got so sick of Ali Alston, and Bruno was a fantastic villain.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if we didn't say that enough, let me put emphasis on that here at the end. He was a stellar thing, and I'm glad he was utilized so heavily into the season, and not how some villains are done in a season where you don't see them for 3 or 4 episodes.
Right.
I know with 13, that's harder to do on a network. 22, that's an easier fix, but that he fits so much into the Lex story and the Lois story and the cancer in the hospital. I mean, we got a character like Onomatopoeia who we never thought we would see in live action, who's not even a Superman villain, be utilized. So,
we got Chad L. Coleman playing Bruno in this season, and we got Michael Cudlitz showing up. So I'm assuming what Walking Dead actor is going to play.
That's right. The guy that played Bruno was on Walking Dead too, wasn't he?
Yeah. I say Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Lobo. Let's do it.
Hey, I'd be down with that.
Or even, gosh, go Norman Reedus. Why not? They got money to spare, right?
That's interesting. Yeah.
So,
all right. Where can they find us?
Yeah.
Frank?
Norman, read us a story. You can find us at supermantvtalk.com. You can find us in any old podcast app. Anywhere you're listening to this right now, you can subscribe. You can go ahead and leave us a rating or a review. If you're listening to us in Stitcher, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to choose a new one at some point. You can find us on. Can you find us on Threads, Derek?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Speaking of stitches.
Yes, I think actually you can.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Nice.
I had to check with Tim on that, but yes, I do believe that is the case.
To find us there.
On the Threads.
On the Threads.
I dropped the just call it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what kids are talking about. I got it to secure my username. I'm so glad you're all having fun with something new. All that freaky deaky here burns down the place that we used to love in 2008, where we all met.
Threads.
Where we all met. The Threads. I don't know. Screw social media. It It destroys.
We all met
Sorry,
online.
Frank.
Let's go offline.
Sorry, Frank. Sorry, Frank. I know that's your moneymaker, but mental health.
Pick up a phone, kids.
Pick up a phone.
Go read a magazine.
Put down your phones and pick up the phone.
Pick up a rotary phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying the threads, Frank? Graham said he was enjoying the threads.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I actually talked to Graham today on the threads.
It got a Z on it? Because when I imagine it, is it threads?
It makes the sign of the Z.
Does it?
No.
Oh, okay. No, is there a Z at the end?
No, there's not. It's just...
Look, I'm really hot in here.
It's not an early 2000s startup. No, there's not a Z at the end.
Well, that's where they screwed up, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, you know.
Screw them. Hey, Robin.
Hey.
Second night, Gracie.
Apple.
I know, right?
We'll be
Bye,
back
everybody.
season 4, but like we said, there's a writer's strike with no end in sight, and sounds like there could be a SAG strike. So,
yeah,
we'll see you. We'll see you after that.
Wouldn't it be weird if we got Superman Legacy before we got Superman and Lois season?
Tim, if you could clip that out from when that inevitably happens, that'd be great.
I'm not putting that out there into the universe. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Good night, Edda.